Good evening and welcome back to the news. United Seychelles has held its extraordinary congress today that was taking place at the International Conference Center and has just ended. The party has approved vice presidential nominee candidate Mr. Maurice Lousteau-Lalanne. Mr. Lousteau-Lalanne was nominated by President Danifort as his running mate in the upcoming presidential election and has the full support of United Seychelles National Executive Committee. The first commercial passenger flight since the Seychelles closed its borders in March arrived in the country this morning. This was an Emirate flight from Dubai with 170 passengers on board. There were strict health and safety measures taken.
Emirates EK705 landed at the Seychelles International Airport at 6:30 a.m. with 170 passengers on board. The flight was welcomed by water salute. There were strict health and safety measures taken and passengers were required to disembark in groups of 30. In fact, it is now a must that everybody who visits the airport wear masks. The Minister for Tourism, Civil Aviation, Ports and Marine, Didier Doglé, says the procedure for the new normal period went quite well.
It's taking a little bit of time, and we expect at the beginning maybe we'll be a little bit slow because it's the first time that they do it. But then we expect over the week and by next week people will be able to move a little bit faster. But what is important is that they do it correctly. And the speed might be an issue at the beginning, but after that we would like them to be able to first of all get it right, and then after that improve on the performance.
According to the Emirates airline, it is a joyous moment to be operating in Seychelles once more. Emirates is thankful to the authorities in Seychelles for all the work done to ensure that the flight took place and safety measures were observed.
16 families from the Roche Caïman district have received the key to their new home. The Minister for Housing, Pamela Charlotte, officially opened the new block of flats in the presence of President Danifort and other guests. These flats are part of the 24-24 housing project, an initiative of President Faure to provide 24 families with their home within 24 months. There are 8 two-bedroom and 8 three-bedroom flats on the property. It has taken over 2 years to be completed and cost around 11.7 million rupees. In March, the National Bureau of Statistics recorded a 112% increase in the number of unemployed. New unemployment figures for the first quarter of this year were released this week. In March 2020, 2,374 people seeking for a job were registered. They were mostly men. According to the Bureau of Statistics, nearly 3,976 young Seychellois from 15 to 24 years old are unemployed, not enrolled in higher education or in training. Analyst in charge of policy in the Department of Employment, Suzanne Morel, described the situation as alarming and said that the Department of Employment is working on a new policy to address the situation. The Airtel company is moving to a more digital system through its new application, My Airtel app, an application that its customers may use to pay telecommunication and utility bills. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Airtel is also doing promotions for its customers to give them a better deal while they face the economic crisis. And with regards to 5G network, the Airtel managing Director Amadou Dina says that at the moment 5G is not a priority for Airtel.
Airtel, my priority, as I said just now, focusing is only data center, make sure it's completed, ensure you have an incredible customer experience on our 4G and 4G Plus, and ensuring the digital journey is completely done. We will assess in due time if really we need to go to venture on 5G or not. But for now, we remain silent. And when it comes, we will announce if we have to go or not. I'm sure you are aware that we are building one of our office data center in Perseverance. This is a tier 3 level quality of data center, which would be amongst one of the highest quality of data center in the sub-region. That's where we focus now. This data center will be operational before end of this year.
The Association for Rights, Information and Democracy, ARID, has issued a statement following the announcement by President Danifo on the dissolution of the National Assembly. ARID says it is aware of the importance of the three arms of the government, legislative, executive and judicial, and having the Assembly dissolved unexpectedly without the opportunity to debate and approve the budget of the said election leave a window of opportunity for one branch to abuse and misuse of public funds. ARID is calling on the head of the two other arms of the government to ensure that the principles and values of good governance, democracy, accountability and transparency are maintained. ARID has also expressed its disappointment in case the National Assembly does not have sufficient time to act upon the election law, which it says will bring some challenges for the Election Commission. ARID is appealing to all political parties, leaders and political activists to respect the views and decisions of everyone and to conduct political campaign in a peaceful manner. It is also calling on all voters to respect the divergent views of fellow voters and to engage in this election process in a peaceful, harmonious and informed manner. We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with more news in Creole at 8 p.m. So stay tuned.